A little slumber party with the Core 4. Core 4, did you just give us a nickname? We love the Core 4. I think one of the things that we all reacted to when we read the draft for the first time, one of the things that didn't change much from the first draft to the shooting draft was this idea of the Core 4. And you know, for us there's something in this movie specifically, but I think we kind of do it in all our movies. But this one, we really lean into this idea of their sort of secret feel-good movies in this one. The Core 4 was that kind of ingredient for us, Core 4 up top. And the actors who play the Core 4 had become really close friends of ours. And so watching that relationship between them and with all of us together kind of evolve over the course of both movies, something just really special that I don't think we were expecting and that I think you feel when you're watching the movie. It's always a gift to be able to join something that you grew up watching. I was a fan of Scream. I grew up watching the movies and admiring these actors, and then being able to step in and act alongside them is surreal. But then also coming in with a character that is related to one of the OGs is insane. I think this one delivers in a different way and that there are a ton of scary moments, but there's a level of baseline intensity that I think Matt and Tyler really over-delivered. And I think part of that is the energy of a big city. New York also has a setting. I'm from New York, I live in New York. And so it's fun for me to play in that world, dark streets, and not knowing what's around the next corner as opposed to the kind of suburban California. We're really letting the city be more of an inspiration for the look and trying to go a little bit grittier with this a little bit, you know, I think visually more grounded in the kind of urban world where anything could be lurking around any corner. Brett, there's such a quiet kindness to the way that he runs that department, that it's really infectious. It's very stress-free. Even when things feel really stressful, Brett, it's just always there, grinding it out. We love him dearly, like he's the fourth member of Radio Silence. Speaking of collaboration, we're blocking it. On the day, Melissa had a great note. She was like, I would do something, my character would do something more. Here, that the scene is missing. It's missing a moment. So we took a step back and in a matter of a few minutes designed that moment where they get behind the end cap of the aisle and Sam grabs the beer can and throws it to misdirect Goa's face. That whole little moment, that little bit of dosito of cat and mouse, which really is where so much of the tension of that sequence lies, that came of the experience of trusting Melissa and Melissa trusting us. And the sequence is so much better for them. The Scream movies are I'm alone in the house and the phone rings and maybe I'm not alone in the house. And where is the killer? And the idea of flipping that on its head to I'm on a subway train with 100 people and I can't get off and any of them might want to kill me is I think equally scary but a very different gear. New York. Sometimes when you're new to a city like that, you feel alone. Even though you're surrounded by millions of people, there are monsters all around you. And I think the Halloween theme that we added to this movie was also inherent of that and super fun. We were able to play with these iconic villains and monsters and have them surround our heroes in just everyday mundane circumstances. New York is a perfect place to have this movie set. Ghostface can hide amongst so many people, and yet he can see you, always there to see you, but you don't necessarily know where he is. And especially set around this time of, you know, the Halloween time of year where people are in costumes. It's just genius. I think it's added so much horror to it just by the location. So you're just going to pretend it never happened. What are you doing here, Sam, in New York? You just follow me here and you won't let me out.